Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to join me today. Really dark, wet, windy day here in the UK, but I just thought I'd show you where I'm at. I finished the Easter and the Bunny journals, and so I'm going back to the botanical journals that I was doing. So I've got two on the go, and I thought I'd just show you where I'm at. So I was tidying my room this morning, and as I tend to do, I got carried away. I was sorting out some fabrics, and I found this piece of fabric and thought, oh, that would make a fantastic cover. I'll just show you what I did. It wasn't actually big enough to do the cover. These are both Tim Holtz fabrics, and I do tend to hoard and covet Tim Holtz fabrics. And this piece just wasn't big enough to make a full-size journal. So what I've done is I've cut it and edged it and put it over some other Tim Holtz fabric so that when it's folded, there's going to be a pocket there at the front, and then there's also a pocket there at the back. So I'm really pleased how that turned out. I wasn't sure whether it would work or not, so it took me most of the morning to kind of faff around and get it how I wanted it. And it's got the pockets on the inside that I like to do as well, so I think it's going to be quite a nice, well, I think it's going to be a nice journal. And I've edged this one with some yellow ruffles, two different shades of yellow, and I've put it on the book pages. So I quite like how that's turning out, and when it's in there, I thought that looks really nice. I don't know if you agree. Obviously it'll be fatter than that when I've put the bits and pieces in it. So I think that's going to be journal number 1. And then journal number 2 will, I think I've got some more of this fabric, and I think I've got a little bit more of the one with the birds on, but obviously not the same. It won't have the birds on it probably, because obviously that's just a pattern repeat and I haven't got much of it left. But I'm going to do something similar, I think, for this journal. So this journal I'd started, well, I did a little bit of it. So I'd done the window envelope page. I made a little pocket there and put a couple of tags in. So I'd collaged on that, put the waterfall pocket on there, and I'd made a little pocket at the back and done a tag to go in it. And that's as far as I'd got with that one. And this one, I don't think I'd even got that far. I'd put the waterfall, laid it in somewhere. There it is. So that's the window, that's going to be the window envelope there when I collage on it, and then that will go in there. So that's as far as I'd got with that one. And I kind of thought, I don't really know what I want to do. I find it quite hard. Somebody asked me if I could do a start to finish journal, and I think I'd find that really difficult because I don't know what I'm doing when I start. I know the papers that I want to use, and I know, if I'm working with one designer's papers, I kind of have an idea of what sort of pockets and things I want to do. But it changes as I go through, and what I think of one day, I don't think of again the next day. So I think what I want to do is finish one of the journals and then do the other one. But I might do some little bits and pieces of them both as I go along. Talking rubbish, aren't I, really? But anyway, so what I've done is I've gone through some things that I've got already. And most of these I think we kind of did when I was making the rabbit journal. So we've got the little tag pockets that we made. So I've got one of those each for these journals. And we did this one as well together. So I've got one of those each for each journal. This is one of Rachel's ephemera. All of these papers are, I believe, from Rachel. This is one of her ephemera pieces, and I've just cut it out, and I think I want to use that as a pocket. And I've just put a Tracy label on it. I had this kind of, well, it doesn't go quite like that, does it? Because it doesn't match, but it was one piece of, it was what am I saying? It was a kit page that I've cut. So I think that's going to be a pocket and that's going to be a top tuck. So I've got a couple of pockets there that I'm going to use. This I wanted to use, I think I want to use on one of the flaps that I've got. It was a piece, I'm just trying to find where it was. Oh, I was thinking that it might be nice. Am I in focus? I'm sorry if the lighting's not very good, but because it is dark, I've got my ring light on as well. I thought I might put that on there as a flip, but still have it as a pocket with just a really thin journal card or tag or whatever in there. So I think that might go like that, or it will go like that and be a tuck spot there. So undecided, but I've got that. It's left open at the minute, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Well, that was the other thing. I'd got this because it was cut off of that, and I thought that might make a nice pocket on there or on one of the flaps as well. I want to make some more fabric tabs, so I might put a fabric tab on there. And I've got similar things. Oh, I've got 3 of Rachel's journaling cards here, and I want to use those as a kind of waterfall or as tags that flip up in the back of the journal. So I'm going to do that, I think. So for example, they'd go in here, so you'd have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then they'd lift up so that you can journal on the back of them, and you can still journal on this bit as well. So I think I might do that on there. I've got this as well, and I thought that might look nice on the edge of a piece of one of the plain papers, just as decoration, and that's just odds and ends that I'd got left over, so I've got that as well. And we made this, well, I backed this in the other one, didn't I? And I'm thinking that might make a nice flip out pocket. There's so many beautiful papers in Rachel's. I don't like covering them, but my thought, I think, was that it was going to go here and be, I think it'll fit because the crease is just there. So I think it will still flip. So it'd be a flip there that would open, and it would be a tuck spot just there, and then you can still see this beautiful blue. So, and perhaps put a pocket on here. That's what I was kind of thinking. And in the pocket, because the big pocket here, it could be 2 pockets, and they could go in. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. Oh, there's my peg. And then I've got similar things for going in this one as well, and I've just got them clipped together. So I've got the 2 tags. Somewhere there's the other one. Yeah, I've got 2 tags. I've got the flip out the same. It's a little bit shorter because it had that other bit missing off there, but it's still a flip out page on there. I've got 3 of those journaling cards as well. I've got one of the long thin pockets that I was thinking of using. I've got that I'd got no further with. I think this is one of Lulu's designs, but I thought that might be nice to put inside a pocket or a tuck spot. I thought these might make nice, either a journaling card, a flip, or a tuck spot. So I'd got those together. So I've already got quite a few bits and pieces together. I just haven't put them anywhere. I was just gathering. And I thought what I would also look at is, I don't know if this is going to come into focus or not. I've got this box, and this is something that I've been putting the bits and pieces that I've made when I've been doing like Rachel's weekly challenges that she was doing, and like the 100-day projects. I didn't do them all, but I did some, and I did some mass making with them. So I'm kind of thinking that I'll look through here and see what I can find and maybe take things out of here. So for example, let me move that to the side and I'll take a few things out and we can see what we think. For example, I know I've got some envelopes that might look nice in there. Are these the envelopes? Yep, so these are envelopes that I'd made. So that would actually stick on a page. I wonder if I've got another one. I've got 2 of those. I've got 3 of those. So I think I'm going to take, I'm not going to use that one because that's more William Morris. But these both are plain on the back, so they would stick onto a page. My thing is, I don't want to use all of these up and then have none left, and then I'll forget what I've made. So for example, it would stick on a page like that, so that you could still use it as a tuck spot at the top or behind it. but it would still be an envelope that you could put something in, because I think it's too wide to actually go on that way, so it would have to go that way. So I think I might put one of each of those in the pile. That one's decorated front and back, and that's quite botanical, isn't it, with the birds on. And I've got that one decorated front and back, and I've got that one decorated front and back. I think these two are more, these would go over a page because they're decorated both sides. So I think I'm going to put one of each on either side of those. Doesn't mean I'm going to use all these, but I just wanted to have a look at what I'd got in here and see if there's anything that I could kind of use. What have I got here? That's more of a dog theme, isn't it? So that's got a tuck spot there and some extra papers, and then it's got a little pocket there. So that's more dog theme. So, and that one is. That's got a couple of tuck spots on it, so that could go on a page. I'm not sure that the design would go with what I'm doing. Well, that's got a pocket there, so that would be sealed up there, and it's got some paper there. So that would stick on a page and open. I don't think that's quite botanically though, is it? They're the little booklets that I'd made, and I could easily put one of those in each, but I think they would go in the pockets at the front or the back. And then they've got papers inside as little journal. Ah, no, these weren't. These were little ephemera pockets, so they might be useful to have. Are they both the same? Yes, they're both ephemera pockets. So I think I might keep one of those, one for each as well. What else do I have? But like I said, I don't want to go and find I've used everything up. That'd be terrible. I'd have to make more things. That's more like the French chateau, so I'm going to save that. And that one is. And that one is really, isn't it? And that one. Yeah, I must have made those when I was doing the French chateau. Oh, these glue on a page. That's a tuck spot there, and then it can be a tuck spot behind. So I think I have got more of those. I'm sure I did make more of those. Gosh, it's amazing what you've got. So I think if I am going to use some of these things, then I'm going to need to make, I don't want to use the last ones. Then you do forget, don't you? You forget what you've made. Oh, that's got rabbit. Oh, I'll put that in the rabbit. I've got another rabbit journal I want to make. Nope. They're envelopes. That's a tuck. Oh, that's a tuck spot. So that'll be a tuck spot. That one would. So I could use both of those. I thought I had more of those, but it seems not. No, I don't think I have. I don't think that I have. Got all sorts, but not those. And that's the other thing. Perhaps I've put them somewhere else. I'll have to have a look through. Oh yeah, we made those pockets, didn't we? Let's have a look at those. We made those. Right, so I'm not going to use those. Okay, that's in my do not use pile. Not for this journal anyway, so I'm going to put those back in my box. You forget what you've made. Oh, that's a flip. That's a flip out, so I don't really want that. I'm keeping that one for a Beatrix Potter journal. I am going to make a Beatrix Potter journal. So these, yep, I remember making these, and these were made from with the checks. So I wouldn't stick them in, but they could go in a pocket maybe. So they're a possibility. These are, that's a tuck spot. That's a possibility. These have got journaling space in. So I've got two of those. So I could use those, couldn't I? I could put one in each. Although I'm putting them on those piles, it doesn't mean I'm going to use them in those journals, because it depends where they sit best, if you know what I mean. So I've got 2 of those with windows. I've got that one, a long one and a tall one. Quite like the butterflies. I'll put a butterfly in each. That's another flip. There's another envelope. They're for fairy journals. The journals I want to make, honestly. Oh, we made these with the tissue paper, tracing paper, so that you can see through them. So I think I might use one each of those. I think I might use the tall ones. Oh, that's rather pretty. I might use that one instead. So how are we doing? I've got loads of stuff there, haven't I? Loads and loads. And we might use one each of those. I really must sort this box out and put them into groups of what they are. I'm going to put one of those on either side as well. Okay, we move this box out the way. Okay, that's quite a lot of stuff, isn't it? So I think what I'm going to do is kind of have a look at what I've got and see if there's anywhere that I would particularly want to put it in the journal. Let's just take this out of its cover. Be easier to use. I know at the front of the journal I want to put, can you see what I'm doing? Sorry, I've gone all to one side, haven't I? So I think what I want to do is collage on this and maybe have it at the front as a flip and a pocket so that you can see the window. So that's gonna go at the front. I wonder if I do want to use that. There's still lots of journaling space, so that might want to go just there, mightn't it? That looks quite nice, I think. What do you think? What I tend to do is if I'm putting something on a page, I'll look to the back and put something at the back. And I was thinking that those 3 journaling cards would go on the back page. So I'm going to do that for now. I won't decorate necessarily all the coffee dyed papers. That could have something on. It depends how big and fat the journal's going to get. But it could have something like that on there. Looks quite nice with the blue, doesn't it? It could be a tuck spot there, couldn't it? I do quite like it, picks out the blue of that. But I wouldn't put anything over there because I don't want to cover that up. But I might put something on there. Think about that. What do you think? Does it look funny with the yellow and the blue? Although there is yellow and blue there, isn't there? I think that might go there. Just one more. Oops, Daisy. Just tripped over the box. Why not? I'm going to paper clip that in because I'm thinking I might like that there. But I'd have to think if it needs some sort of decoration on it because it's quite long and thin. So I'm not sure. I love these 2 pages together. I love the navy blue of them, and I do often leave a page together. But I know when I was looking through before, I was thinking whether to put that bird on there because I thought they're looking at each other. And I quite liked that. You can still see that behind it. And I was going to put those in there. So I think I'm going to stick with that plan for that page. Doesn't mean how it would end up. And then that's quite busy, isn't it? We could have top tuck up there, couldn't we? Or we could have if we had a lace belly band, if I got some lace, Although that would be too heavy to hang on a belly band, wouldn't it? And that would be too big to tuck up there. There's no reason why a pocket couldn't go just there though, is there? Is there? I think that bird's watching that butterfly. So for now, I'm going to just clip that one on there. And then that would have a journaling card in. That could be kind of like a belly band there, couldn't it? So it could be glued at the top and at the bottom, and it could have a journaling card in. What do we think about that? Can't hear you. So I'm thinking I might quite like that. I just hate to cover up all these bits and pieces that are in here. That would be a pocket. Does it hide on there? I quite like that it's got the red. Ooh. I prefer it on that page. So that for the now is going to go on there. What I tend to do is kind of clip these pages in and then think about it for a little bit and see if I like it or not. So what have we got to go there? We could put that poppy on there. That hides on it, doesn't it? I don't want to put a... We could have the envelope on there. Quite like that. I'll just clip that there for now. Oops. Where are we at? Decide what I want to do with the coffee dyed papers. I've put that one on there, haven't I? I suppose it depends what I'm going to put on here as to what I put on here, doesn't it? Or does it? Does it matter? So you can see how quick you use stuff up. That blends in again, doesn't it? Which one did I put to go on this one? Just wondering if that would stand out more. Not sure. Not sure. That would be a tuck spot there. That's for a pocket, so that's not going to go inside it, is it? That envelope may go on there. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm just trying to think what I want and where I want it. I'm not sure about that page, so I'm going to leave it for now. What have we got here? Oh gosh, got all sorts of things. Got one of the tags. You might look quite nice there with something bright. And that would be a tuck spot, or it could be a flip. I'm going to pin him on for now, see what we think. Something that goes on there, I'll have a look through my bits and pieces. I've got that on there, hadn't I? I think I'm going to leave that because it's just such beautiful paper. Would I want to put anything on there? Things just hide on it, don't they? So it would have to be quite... something quite... I've got these pockets that I made as well. What would that look like? Does it blend in? These are pockets that I've made with leftover bits of kit paper that I've had. That blends in definitely, doesn't it? blends in. Which one looked all right? Do the flowers look okay? It's a bit too much. Should we put the butterfly there for now and see what we think? I like to leave these because whoever has it can put something on there and write on it. I don't like to decorate everything, says me, and then I quite like that on there. We'll see, we'll see. But then it depends as well how big and fat the journal gets when you've made things, doesn't it? Oh, and I like those 2 pages together. I really do. I suppose that could go over a page, couldn't it? Or it could be just clipped to a page. That might be quite nice actually if it was just clipped on, because it's got the same greens in it, hasn't it? So clipped on but not stuck on. Might quite like it there. And that flaps out. We've got that. I need to decorate that, and then we're in the middle. Okay. So all of a sudden that suddenly got quite a lot chunkier. So I think that's where I am for now. I'm going to have a little think about what I want to do, and when I come back to you next time, I'll have done a bit more and I can show you what I was doing. And quite like that on there. See, I get sidetracked so easily. Anyway, so that's where I'm at so far, folks. So I hope you like what you see, and I'll be back soon. Take care, all of you. Bye.